Welcome subscribers. Today we'll be reviewing our first smartwatch. This is the KW88. Let's take a look at this gorgeous sports device, and it's sporting an AMOLED display, which is a real plus for a smartwatch. And now let's start with the most important thing, setting up the phone and connecting it to your watch. Now, remember this, you only connect it with the smartwatch app that you can download. I'll show you how a little bit later on, but this is the first thing I wanted to show you. So don't get into your Bluetooth settings on your phone. Just enable Bluetooth on both the smartwatch and your smartphone, and go to the app and click on connect, and then you have to see this message and you know you're good to go. And here it is, it works. You get notification when someone calls you, and you get notifications from the apps. If you really neat things is that you can find your smartwatch and your smartphone using the app. That's really cool. Now let's take a look at the device itself and what can it do. First of all, navigating is a real breeze. You just swipe up, down, or left or right. When you swipe up, there's the settings menu. You can choose the brightness. There's no auto brightness, so you can choose low, mid and high. I recommend you putting it on mid settings. It's perfectly fine. If it's really sunny outside, you can put it on high, but you can definitely see this is an AMOLED panel. There's absolutely no backlights available. It's a great panel. You can enable GPS, you can enable cellular data, Bluetooth. This is a full-fledged smartphone in a watch's body, guys, and I'll show in a minute how to use it as a smartphone as well. Here are the watch faces that you get from the get-go. Now there's plenty of themes and forums that have updated and tips on how to install different smartwatch faces, but that's another thing. And if you want to get into that, that's fine, but I find that the smartwatch faces KW88 is packing are more than enough for me at least, and I think for 95% of you, and there's something for everybody. Now when you swipe right, there's the settings menu and all the apps. You also have sound settings. You can choose notification, alarm, ringtones and everything. You can definitely use the clock as an alarm. To go back, you see how it's done. You just swipe a little bit to your right from the left portion of the screen and you go back a setting. Display options are pretty standard. You get sleep after inactivity and font size. For those who can't see very well, you can adjust the font size, and you can use the app list style to get lists or round, so you can see the difference. I was using the round settings, and this is the list settings, which I think for me it looks cooler, but it's not very helpful during the day because I need to see more apps at once, and you can't change the app placements in the settings screen, so it's just in alphabetical order. And this is how you download the mobile app. Just go to mobile assistant, scan it from your phone with the camera, and it takes you to the site to download it, and you have to install it on your phone. And to do that, you have to have from the security options the mark ticked for unknown sources, otherwise you won't be able to. And there's just this keyboard for the watch, and there's also Google voice typing, which works much better than typing on, but I'll show the typing experience in a moment. Here you have all the options for the Google keyboard. You can use the speech output. In this have a microphone and speakers, so it is a full-blown smart device, a full-blown smartphone. Of course, you can choose date and time. On the back of the device, the SIM slot is bolted shut with a bolt, and in the package you get a screwdriver which you can unlock the SIM slot and put a SIM card in it for data or GPS purposes, since GPS works much better when it's connected to a network. And in the settings, of course, you see this multi-language ROM, and you have also wireless upgrade LTA available for your device. And you can press the watch button once to go back as well. You can put some songs in there or movies to watch and listen, record like a dictaphone, find your smartphone, measure your heart rate, measure your steps, which works really well. Concerning battery life, this is one of the best smartwatches with smartphone capabilities and great screen available. I was able to get 2 days of battery life, but when your battery life percentage goes to 15%, it automatically goes to only to watch mode, and you can't change that anywhere in the settings, which for me was a real pain. The smartwatch is a full-blown smartphone experience, but that doesn't mean it's very comfortable to use. I found typing to be a bit frustrating, but after a few typed messages, I really kind of gotten around to it, gotten the hang of it, and it didn't bother me at all after a few days of use. And this is a full smartphone experience, but do know that it takes a great toll on the battery life installing and downloading apps. So make sure to do that at home with the Wi-Fi, then charge it so you're good to go. Install all your apps that you don't want to miss. Any notifications, and you can open it straight from your phone and type messages from it. And I'll show you how Google Now works, which is really great. And it's the only way I use to browse the net, by the way, on this phone. Okay, Google, Domino's Pizza.
Alright, Domino's Pizza.
Next thing I'll show you is the GPS activity, and I'd recommend you having a SIM card in there or using with Wi-Fi, so you get more accurate readings. But when you're outside, GPS works absolutely great. I had no problems. You can even install like Navcom navigations, absolutely no problems. You can search anything. It is a full-blown smartphone experience, which you have absolutely no problems with it. The only problem is that the screen is small, and you have to tap a bit harder if you wanted to press really well on the edges, since that's how your apps will be configured, as you see. But zoom in and zoom out works really well as well. It's a very good experience as far as smartwatches goes, but don't expect like a real 100% accurate smartphone experience. And it's just all due to the size of the screen, which is smaller, and nothing else, as the chip can handle multitasking. Even you have a task manager, navigation, absolutely great. And I'm really pleased with this device. I think this is the best smartwatch you can get for around $100 on the market, and it's all down to that super great AMOLED display and functionality. As you can see, there is the multitasking manager, and I recommend you clean up since you do have only 512 megabytes RAM available. Talking about the full-blown smartphone experience on your smartwatch, here's you watching YouTube on your watch.
Heavy gaming, but some heavy games tend to lag a little bit, as you see in the gaming test. And you have all kinds of sensors, magnetometer and everything. Grenade for speed.
And now to the camera review. There's a 2 megapixel camera in here, which takes surprisingly good photos in very good lighting conditions with details in there. It's very good if you want to take a quick snap or get a contact photo in from one of your friends. There's also SD or 480p video recording capabilities, but video quality is poor and I don't really recommend using it. Right, here's the deal, guys. Best smartphone watch you can buy. AMOLED display, 2 days of battery life, full-blown smartphone experience, great build quality, all sensors and functions work without any issues. Some third-party apps like eBay fail to show notifications, but installing custom watch faces is not very easy. I really like this watch, hope you enjoyed the review, and if you want to
stick around.